Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sari and you are watching my knitting podcast videos. And in today's episode I was just going to show you what I have on my needles as usually and talk to you a bit about what I plan to cast on next. I will start by showing you what I have recently finished. There are a couple of new patterns coming out from me very soon. I'm actually going to start my summer holidays after next week, and last year was my first year as self-employed, so I didn't really know how to have a holiday. First of all, I was so used to working on my own business every time I had a little time off from my day job, but last year was the first time that my own business was my day job, so I didn't really know how to take time away from it, and it's always also hard when your hobby becomes your business. So when before I started doing this, like knitting and knitwear designing as my full-time job, it was actually first my hobby and it was something that I did after work in the evenings, in the weekends to relax. And slowly it started to grow into a whole new business on its own. And if you're new to my channel, I quit my day job a year and a half ago, and I've been working as a self-employed freelance knitwear designer ever since. So the thing that I did in the evenings to relax after work is now the thing that I do for work, and separating those two things has been sometimes a bit hard. It's really hard to take time away from my work when my work is also my hobby and it's the thing that I do in the evenings to relax. So I'm still trying to figure this out and find a balance on how to do it. And this year I'm going to have 3 weeks of holiday, so we are going to Italy for almost 3 weeks. We are leaving next week on Sunday, and then I will be there for almost 3 weeks, like I said. We will be traveling around Italy a bit. So I think it's a really good thing that we are going away from home. That makes it easier for me to get away from the work, because if I'm at home then it's so easy to open the computer and work a little bit. But since I'm self-employed and this is like I'm the only one actually working for my business, so I can't really have 3 weeks totally off, like not answering any emails or not doing any social media. But I'm trying to get off the work as much as possible and put an automatic reply to my emails so that people know that I'm on holiday and don't expect immediate answers to questions and emails. I was also thinking about next week spending a bit of time to record some videos and take photos of my knits, and I was thinking about put them I don't know how to say it, like plan ahead of my social media, so I will put a set a time and date on the photos, so they will automatically go to Instagram. And if I feel on my holiday that I want to do something else and I want to put another photo from the holiday or something else, then I can also always take down the scheduled post and put something else there instead. But don't really want to take so much pressure about it. First I thought that I would put off my Instagram totally and not do any social media for 3 weeks. But the Instagram algorithm has been kicking my ass literally for the past couple of months. It has been super hard to get visibility and engagement, and I started to stress about it, and I started to feel that if I'm totally not posting anything for 3 weeks, then Instagram will totally forget me and not show my posts to anyone when I get back. And it's hard because Instagram is my main way to connect with people and the main channel where I show what I need and when new patterns come out. So if people don't see my posts on Instagram, that also means that people don't know that I put out a new pattern, and people don't buy the pattern. So that's why Instagram is really important to me, even though I would really want to take more time off social media. But maybe if I schedule some posts beforehand, it will help with that. So there's still something happening, but I don't have to be every day active on social media, because it takes quite a lot of time. It might sound that I will just take a photo and put it on Instagram, so it's like 5 minutes, but it's not. It takes quite a lot of time to plan a photo and take it and then write a caption and everything. So it takes quite a lot of time, and I have noticed that Instagram is preferring reels at the moment, so that takes even more of time, because you have to film the material for reels and edit it and add music and add text and so on. So yeah, so it's a lot of work. It's the kind of work I really like. I like taking photos. I like the creative side, but the pressure of having to do it every day, it's quite a lot on top of everything. So I was just talking about this on my Instagram stories a couple of days ago, that being self-employed, an entrepreneur and a knitwear designer, that's like a whole time full day job, and if you think about bigger companies, they have specific people whose sole job is to take care of Instagram. So if you want to do it properly, it's a full-time job, and probably even for more than one people. So to expect like self-employed small business owners to also be content creators at the same time, it feels quite challenging, but that's what it is at the moment. And I've been thinking about different ways of reaching people. I've been thinking about making a newsletter or something like that. So maybe after the summer holidays I will look more into that, because I don't want to be, or I don't want to rely so much on just Instagram, so that if, like I said, if Instagram doesn't show my post to people, then nobody knows that I put out a new pattern. So I want to find new ways to connect with people. So I think for example, the newsletter would be a good idea. So if you have any suggestions or ideas what you would like to see in a newsletter from me, then you can put it in the box below. I would really love to hear your thoughts. It's actually been really hot here in Helsinki for the past 2 weeks. The whole of May, actually April, May, and even the beginning of June, they were all really cold, like exceptionally cold. We didn't have any like t-shirt or shorts or swimming weather until the midsummer, and suddenly, like during midsummer a week ago, the weather like totally changed, and it's been almost 30 degrees hot. You can see my face, it's very very sweaty, and I'm wearing wool. First I was thinking that I wouldn't wear wool, but then it feels stupid or kind of funny that I have this knitting podcast and then I don't wear anything that I have made myself, so I chose this. This is something that I made already 2 years ago and I've been using it a lot. This is the Coco tee and the pattern is already on Ravelry. I will link the pattern below this video as well as everything else that I talk about here. So all the yarn names, pattern names and so on will be below this video, so check them out from there. So this is the Coco tee and it's knitted in a silk merino yarn, so if I remember correct, it was 50% silk and 50% merino, so it's not as hot as if it was just 100% merino or wool or so. The silk makes it okay, and also the fit is very relaxed and wide, so it's a nice thing to wear, but I'm still feeling very hot at the moment, so bear with me. A pattern that I'm going to release next week is, I think I showed this to you in my previous podcast that I filmed 2 weeks ago. By the way, thank you everybody who liked and commented my previous video. I was really nervous to put it out because it had been so long that I had filmed a video, so I was kind of afraid that everybody has forgotten about me. But thank you so much for all your words of encouragement. I have read through all of them, and your support really means a lot to me. So if you've watched my previous video, I think I showed this to you. So this is the Kuutar top, and it has the same lace pattern that I used for my Kuutar pullover and also the Kuutar tee. So I made it into a top, and it has these I-cord straps, and the I-cord edging goes along the top and all the way down to the armholes. And then the bottom is folded double, so it's knitted like maybe 2.5–3 centimeters longer than the actual hem length, and then I folded it double and like loosely seamed on the inside. So this makes it so that the bottom edge is a bit heavier, so it pulls the top down. It doesn't start to roll, but still it looks like really, how to say it, like minimalistic and plain. So there's no ribbing or anything else to distract from this lace at the top. And here you can see the lace a bit closer up, and it has also the same lace on the back. And I made a couple of increases here at the sides, so it has a slight A-line fit, so it will be a bit loose here at the bottom to keep it like very light and airy. And I used Kokon yarns, Merino Linen. It is a 90% merino and 10% linen yarn, and it's fingering weight. And this is the colorway Stone. It's really nice. It's kind of like beige, maybe a bit on the like a blush pink side of beige. This still needs the final block, as you can see. I haven't done the final block for it yet. I just actually seamed this bottom hem just before I started to film this. So I'm going to give it the last blocking, like wet blocking, and then next week I will take photos of this and do the pattern layout, and I think the pattern will come out on Thursday, so just before I start my holiday. On Thursday I'm actually going to Uvascular, and there's going to be the Uvascular Knit Festival. This is already, I think, the 5th year that I'm attending. There was one year in the, like 2 years ago, the first year with COVID, they didn't have the festival at all. I wasn't at the very first festival, but ever since I've been to every summer, July Uvascular Knitting Festival. So I'm really excited to go. And this year is also really special to me because I'm actually going to be one of the teachers, and it's such an honor to be one of the teachers at Uvascular Knitting Festival. I will be teaching a class on Friday morning, and it's about cables, like a bit advanced cables. I will be teaching how to knit cables without a cable needle and how to correct mistakes and stuff like that. And if that's something that you're interested in, I'm also going to be a teacher at the Barcelona Knit Festival. That is the first weekend of November, so it's going to be, of course, in Barcelona. And over there I will be having 2 classes. Both of them are about cable knitting. The first one is cables for beginners, and that's like if you have never knitted cables before, then that's the class for you. So we are talking about how to knit cables and stuff like that. And the second class will be similar advanced class that I'm going to have in Uvascular next Thursday. So yeah, I'm going to be in Uvascular from Thursday to Saturday. So on Thursday there's going to be like this meet and greet, and somebody's going to interview me for a bit, and then on Friday I will be having the class in the morning, and then I will be checking out the festival, all the vendors, and just like hanging out, because it's so nice to see all my knitting friends and new people, make new friends there. So if you see me there, come and say hello. I would love to meet you all. And then on Saturday morning, I think I will still pop into the festival area, and then after noon I will hop on the train and go home, because on Saturday we are leaving for Italy. So I need to come home and unpack and then pack again for the 3-week Italian holiday. But yeah, the Kuutar top is coming on Thursday, and another pattern that is coming out, I don't know, I haven't decided yet whether I will also publish this next week or the week after that. Of course, the week after that we're already in Italy, and that would mean that I would have to work a bit during the holiday, but I don't know, maybe that's okay and it's worth it. But this is the hat that I showed you in my previous video. So now it looks like this, and I spent a week and a half working only on this one. So this was 6 skeins of yarn, and each skein has 60 meters of yarn, so 180 meters of yarn, and I worked on it for a week and a half. So I said that it's like the slowest 180 meters of yarn that I have ever knitted. And this is the the side that comes out when you're knitting. So it's knitted. Yeah, Marlon is here. You can see his tail and his butt. Marlon, go away. So this is the linen stitch side. This is like the knit side, and I actually prefer the wrong side. So this is the pearl side of it, and this also still needs the final blocking, but it looks like this at the moment. So the brim is flaring a bit, so I think it's quite okay because it's a sun hat, but I was thinking about adding thin metal what's it called, like copper yarn or something like that here at the brim, so it will stay up, because I would prefer it to stay up, but I think it's quite impossible to make it to stay up, so I kind of want to add that. And I'm also planning to work this in another color, so like a beige or brown color as well. And this is also being tested at the moment, and when I showed this on my Instagram, then somebody said that it should be called Hyacinth Bucket hat. Hyacinth Bucket hat. And if you don't know what the reference is, it's the keeping up the appearances, like this old British series about this lady who's called Hyacinth Bucket, but she wants to be upper class, so she says that her name is pronounced Hyacinth Bouquet, like the French would say it, so that's why I decided to call this Hyacinth Bucket. I think it was a really fun and witty name for the hat. So I'm going to do that in another colorway, so it doesn't look quite that bright. The yarn that I used for this is Sandnes Garn Tykk Line, and this was a jelly bean colorway, so it's a bulky weight yarn, and I'm actually using it for another project at the moment. So this is the yarn just in another colorway. You can see over here, so this is the Sandnes Garn Tykk Line, and like I said, it has 60 meters for 50 grams, and it's 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen. Super nice yarn to work with. I think it's a really nice summer yarn. And this is the Almond colorway, and the green one was called Jelly Bean. So like I said, that I'm using the same yarn for another project, and you can see it here. It doesn't fit the whole screen, but it keeps going. So this is going to be a dress, and it has this V shape both on the front and the back, and also like I-cord etchings for the neck and for the sides. And it's going to be just below my knee, and then I will be adding a split to the bottom of the hem, so it will be easier to move in. And I'm calling this Winona dress because this kind of like reminds me of the 90s dresses, especially if this was black, then you could have a white t-shirt underneath it, and I think this is something that Winona Ryder would have definitely worn in the 90s, so that's why I decided to call it Winona. But yeah, so this is fairly simple, top down, and when you get past the armholes, then it's just like in the round and stockinette stitch, and like I said, I'm going to make the split at the bottom hem, and it's going to be very heavy because of the yarn, so I don't know how many skeins I have already used for this, but it's quite heavy already. I was planning to take it to Italy, but we are only having like our hand luggage. We are not putting anything in the like the trunk, or it's not called trunk, but like we're just having our hand luggage, let's say it like that. I'm losing all my words today. I don't know what's wrong with him, maybe because of the heat, but anyway. So I think if I want to take the dress to Italy, I probably have to put it on me, because it's going to be so heavy that I can't take anything else to Italy with me. I'm actually trying to figure out how much yarn I need with me for 3 weeks in Italy, and especially because we just have the hand package with us, and at least there aren't any good yarn shops in Rome. I don't think there are any in Pisa or Siena either. Firenze maybe, or Florence maybe, but I don't want to spend my holiday by trying to find the closest yarn store. So I'm trying to figure out how much yarn I need for the holiday, and also it's really hard to decide what I want to knit for the next 3 weeks. Of course, it might be that I don't have time to knit almost anything because we're still trying as a family. My son is 6 and I want to spend time with him, and I want to spend time sightseeing and swimming and so on. So I don't have the time at the moment to just like knit all the time, like I did when we still didn't have kids. Then it was really nice to spend the day by the pool and knit all the time, but at the moment spending the day by the pool doesn't necessarily mean that I can knit all the time because I have to play with the kid and so on. So at least I'm going to take 2 sock yarns because they only weighed 100 grams each, and there are a lot of meters in them, and yeah, it will give me more hours of knitting per skein than, for example, something heavy like this one. So that's something that I'm definitely going to take, and maybe something for a little shawl. I would love to make something similar to the Laulu shawl, another like small shawlette. And I would also love to take yarn for a sweater, but then it might be really hot in Italy, and I don't know. I haven't decided yet, so this is something that I still have 1 week to decide what I will take with me and what I'm going to knit for the next 3 weeks. But speaking of socks, I finished the Peregrin Socks, and they are here, so they are both here. And actually I released the pattern yesterday because it was the first day of July, so that means it was time for the 3rd pattern in my summer sock knit along. And I will link the summer sock knit along's Ravelry thread below this video, so if you want to join, there's still plenty of time to join, and it's open to anybody, so everyone can join. And the point is to make 4 pairs of socks before the end of August, and I will be releasing a new sock pattern every first day of the month. So this was the 3rd pattern already. I have the other 2 actually here. So I have the Rosenlund socks. These were the first socks in the knit along this year, and then the June pattern, the 2nd pattern, was the Ariel socks, and now it was time for the Peregrin socks. And the Peregrin socks and the Ariels are both actually, even though they look like they were knitted cuff down, they are actually knitted toe up. And this is my new favorite type of heel, so it looks like a French heel. I'll show it to you. Maybe it shows better on this darker. So we can see it has a similar round heel as with the French heel, and also like reinforced heel flaps and gussets. So it looks really similar to this one. This is actually knitted cuff down. So when you compare these 2 heels, you don't actually see any difference in them. So this is my new favorite type of heel to knit when I'm knitting toe up. So it has this same round heel and then a heel flap and a gusset as a like a cuff down socks have. So the next or the last pattern in this knit along will be knitted with leftovers from these 3 pairs of yarn. So I'm going to do socks that have like lace stripes that looks like this. So it's going to be something like this. It's something that I'm planning to knit the first sock next week, so I can have it for test knitting while I'm in Italy, and then when we come back I still have a couple of days to work the second sock before the release date on August 1st. So that's my plan. So I don't want to take all the yarn with me to our holiday. But yeah. The Peregrin Socks are available on Ravelry, and I will link it below this video. Then this is the citrus tea. I showed this to you in my previous video, and to be quite honest, I haven't done anything regarding this one ever since I showed it to you. So it still has only one sleeve. I haven't made the second sleeve. I'm planning to do that next week so I can take this to Italy. And I still haven't written the pattern. I have done the math for it, but I haven't had time to finish writing the pattern for some reason. Especially this week I have been somehow well, I've been procrastinating a lot, and somehow I haven't been able to concentrate on things as much as I would have wanted to. So that's why I still haven't finished this one, but I will do that next week, and I will write the pattern next week because I want to have both the citrus tea and Winona dress ready for test knitting before we go to Italy, so people can start working on their test knits while we are away. That of course that means that I have to check in on the test knitters every now and then, even though I'm on holiday. But if I don't do that, then it would be way too late in the year to release this type of summer patterns. If I put them out for test knitting in at the end of July or beginning of August, that would mean the patterns wouldn't come out before September, and the season is already gone. So yeah, I know I should have done all this already earlier, but we have had quite a lot of other things happening both in our personal life and so on, so I haven't had time to do it. The last thing that I wanted to show you today, it's not actually knitted, it's crochet, and this little bag that I've been making. Let me show it closer. So I've been making these like sunburst crochet. This would actually look really cute as a top. Maybe I will do something like this next year, so just add a couple of pieces here on the sides and it would be perfect for a summer look. But this is a bag, so this is actually 13 squares, and then I have sewn them together to make a bag, as you can see. And what I'm going to do next is to pick up stitches along these borders, and then make a border and then straps for it. And for this one I have been using Sandnes Garn Mandarin Petit. This is the off-white, I think, putty colorway. And as you can see, I've been holding it double, so each square is crocheted with double yarn. So this is like this small market bag that I'm going to have. I'm planning to take it with me to Italy because it's the perfect beach bag. I don't know if I'm going to write a pattern for this because I don't know, maybe it's too basic. I'm not that good at crochet, so I don't kind of like know what is too basic and unoriginal, like the same way that I do for knitting. So these are just like basic sunburst squares, and like I said, they are sewn together. But if you would like to see me write a pattern for this, you can also pop a line below this video, so maybe I will get on with it. But yeah, that's everything I had for today's video. Again, when I started to film, I thought that I don't have anything to show you and I don't have anything to talk, because most of these things are things that I showed you already in my previous video. Actually, the dress is the only, and the bag are the only new things that you haven't seen. And if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen everything, all of these. So I wasn't sure if I have anything to say, but looks like I actually had. So if you're still here, thanks for watching this video, and if you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe so you will always get an alert when a new video comes up from me. Probably not before August, because like I said, I will be on holiday, but you never know, maybe I will get inspired and I will film a holiday episode for you. I don't know, let's see. I'm not promising anything. But yeah, that's everything for today. Marlon is here. He's also very hot, so he's super lazy and I don't think he wants to be held at the moment, because I'm hot and he's hot and everything is hot at the moment. Yeah. Bye!